Okay, so this is what I used as my primer for my countertop. It also, they make it in gray as well. I went with white because I'm trying to, and you'll see as we go along, I'm trying to bring all the colors of my bathroom together with my countertop. So this primer is also acting as my base. So if you're gonna do a base coat, then you only need one coat of this, and then you go over with 2 coats of your base coat. However, since I am using this as my base coat, and it is a little bit runny and thin, not as much as some of the reviews had told me, but I mixed it up really good several times as I went along. But it's mold and mildew resistant, and it sticks to anything. It's kind of like chalk paint, but not. It does have a little bit of an odor to it, so make sure that you have ventilation or you're wearing a mask, but it's not nearly as strong as some of the things I played with out there. It also seals the counter, blocks stains, and it dries in 1 hour. Okay. Now, if you're you can use this as a primer on your walls, but you do have to have a top coat. It clearly says for use with a top coat. So even if you want to stick with white, you need to at least apply a clear coat afterwards, and you'll see that's what we did with our tile in the bathroom. And then I quickly want to show you, even though we're not talking about cabinets really in this video, we're doing the countertop. This is what I got. That's what color my countertops are. Or not my countertops, I'm sorry, my cabinets in the bathroom. It is washable. It's ready to use, so you can just go to Walmart and grab it off the shelf. I love the ready to use stuff. I'm able to find pretty much anything I'm looking for. But yeah, it's really good paint. So that's what our cabinets are. And let me see, what is the actual color? The actual color is Sahara Desert Sand. Okay. Okay, so here, I've already started taking off. I still need to do this wall, but I have my fan plugged in right now because I did my clear coat sealer on my tile, and I have one more coat of sealer to go. But yes, you're leaving the tile white. And it's hard to tell. It is pretty solid. It covered up all the old tiles. There are lots of shadows that might be deceiving. But I got my fan here for ventilation because I used a spray-on sealer. I got it all taken off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. But if I gotta do a few touch-ups, that's okay. We're gonna leave the bathtub brown, because it goes with the color scheme that we're doing. But okay, so here we have what I was talking about with the white primer. I put on, I think, 4 or 5 layers actually, because I wanted it pretty solid. And then this trim I did not paint, but you'll see how we're gonna blend the white and everything. Okay, and then this is that Sahara Desert Sand. I did it kind of like a different base coat, but again, you'll see how we're going to blend this. But so the first thing you want to do is your primer and your base coat, but you need to make sure you tape off everything. It's a little bit easier when you're just doing the painting part, but we're going to be applying epoxy. So you're going to need to cover the front of everything, the floor, because it's going to drip down those edges. But, so we got everything taped off here. And then our sink here, this is kind of, I did this so that it would pull that tape forward and be easier to get some epoxy back here. But by the time I'm done, this is going to look like a brand new countertop, like I spent, I don't know, $1,000 to have a new countertop installed. Okay, make sure you shake them really, really good. Now the idea I had, since this is the largest part of the counter, I'm going to make that corner really kind of darker than the rest. So we're going to really hit up this corner. Okay. See how, I mean, you're probably thinking, oh, what did she just do? That's awful. Why did you do that? Just keep watching. Because I thought the same thing when I saw the videos. Make the corners a little bit darker. Okay. This adds some texture. A little bit here. A little bit back here. And maybe some here. Okay. So next we're going to take our gray, which doesn't seem to want to shake. Well, let's test it. Oh, it's spraying. There's no shaker in it. Okay. Oh, there we go. It was stuck. Another good reason why it's important not to spray. Okay. So we're just gonna highlight those browns. Okay. And we're not covering them up, we're going next to them. Looks kind of camouflage. Ha! Alright, look at that. What do you think about that? It's a disaster! Let's go ahead and get rid of some of that white. Alright. Next, we're going to mix our epoxy, but this is going to be cool. Okay, so here's what you're going to need. Alright, we've got multiple metallics, we got gold, we got silver, and then I thought this silver hue was pretty cool. I haven't decided how I'm going to go with that. This is a real pretty, like, metallic, almost like a black, but it's got like silver or copper tones to it, so I thought that would be cool. This is not metallic, but it's a brown, which I may or may not add because we had our spray paint, so I might not need that. We have our resin. You can go with epoxy. This cost me $24 at Hobby Lobby. You get 16 fluid ounces, which is about all I'm going to need. However, you can just go the straight up epoxy route. They have that too. Or you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's, but if you go there, you're going to have to buy the big jugs, the 2-part big jugs, which is going to be about 70 bucks. At least after tax and all that, that's about what it would be for me. Got my gloves. Why do I have alcohol in spray bottles? Stay tuned, you'll find out. I have these other bottles for drizzling. I have a paintbrush, and I have a couple cups here for mixing up different things. Okay, so we have our two parts mixed. You want to do equal amounts of both. Now, since each bottle is 16 ounces, I did 8 and 8 because later we're going to need to go back and do a clear coat. Now, yes, this looks clear right now, but it's about not to be. I bought these little cups. I think they were like 94 cents each at Walmart so that I could measure And yeah, we're just a tad above 16 ounces, but hopefully this will be enough. If not, I'll have to mix the other half and then go back and get more, but I think this will be enough. My counter's not very big. So now we're gonna take our metallic acrylic paint. Now, some of the videos that I watched, I mean, they were trying to pawn off their own products, but I have seen various. I don't think it really matters what kind of paint you use, but in order to get this effect that we're going for, you're going to definitely want a metallic. There's also the pearl white, if you're going for, you know, one of those white with gray and black tone type. Oh, look. Okay, so from what I understand, we don't need very much. I'll start with that and mix that. If you have a drill with a mixer, that probably be the better method. I do, however, my mixer is still kind of wet and messed up from previous painting projects, but you see that? See how it gives it that shimmer? That's what we're going for. Mix it up really, really, really good. Here. The methods I saw use like a trowel. I don't have one of those, but I have seen them also use paintbrush. So, but the trowel kind of helps spread it out quicker and more evenly. So, and yes, I'm talking like you would use to put your mortar on the floor to put your tiles down. All right, yeah, that's perfect. Got that silver metallic marbly look to it. All right, so now the fun part. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, so we are going to now pour this. As you can out. Okay. Now I do have this flat tipped wood thing, so I'll try spreading it with that first. See if that works a little bit. Trowel would definitely be faster. That's for sure. Yeah. Push it with our paintbrush. Get up in here. Spread it out real good. All right. Okay, so next, here's where the fun part comes in. More spray paint. Dig out white. Ooh, that's loud. It's empty. It's okay if you got some flex. Some white in here. Okay. Now the really cool part. We're going to take our alcohol and our spray bottles and our metallic paint that we showed you earlier, and we're going to mix a little bit of alcohol with it, and it's going to turn out really cool. Okay, so we're going to attempt this. I think I got the wrong kind of spray bottles, but we're going to try it. This is our gold here mixed with alcohol. Take the other one. Let's get it going. This is the black with the gold speckles. Oops, got some in the sink. And that's okay, you just wipe it up right away. It's acrylic paint anyway. Alright. Okay, now you're going to take your paintbrush and you can dab it and smooth it out. The guy did this a million times on one video I saw, so you're not gonna hurt anything do this as much as you want to. I'm just gonna run it just really quick. Just trying to get any bubbles. You don't want to stay in one spot too long, but you want to get those bubbles out too. Here. Turn this off. There we go. All right. So now take one of my cups, and this other gray that I had, put a little bit in a cup, and I'm going to put some alcohol. I'm not going to spray this one, I only got 2 spray bottles, but I'm going to mix it up real good. See, it's not a whole lot, but that's all we need. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take just a popsicle stick. I'm gonna drizzle some on. This is going to help lighten it up some. And since it has alcohol in it, oh, look how cool that's looking. It's going to have that crater effect too. Now, I could have put this in a squeeze bottle, so it might have been a little bit easier to drizzle, but and also the bigger the popsicle stick, or you can use a painter stick or whatever, but the bigger it is, the bigger of the drizzle it's gonna have. Alright. sticking to my feet. Anyway, so I'm gonna take some more of that gold that I put in the spray bottle. I think I need to have a little bit more alcohol in it. So we're gonna do that. Next time I do this, I'm gonna wear socks so I'm not sticking to everything. All right. Cool. All right. Now back to the paintbrush. Okay, so here it is. It's about 30 minutes later. I did go back over it with spray paint that you did not see on camera, like right here, but the alcohol mixed paint popped up through and it made those craters that I wanted. Made it really unique. Look at that. That's what I was going for. It looks really cool, doesn't it? And you can do this with pretty much any colors. Okay, so now we're going to take our blowtorch again. I did go back over the top to get rid of bubbles. But, you see, like here, see that? We're going to heat that up, and it's going to run a little bit and blend. And it may catch on fire a little bit. It's going to make it drip too, which is what you want. So you're going to come back later after you do your second coat. Well, actually, you could sand it before your second clear coat along the edge of that bottom there. But you're gonna, when you put your second coat on, it's just gonna do the same thing. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. This will help get bubbles out, but it also helps blend that a little bit more. like we had something that got in with our paintbrush or something like that. Maybe it is part of the paintbrush. The heat is gonna help fill in a few of those gaps. And it kind of pushes it too. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. You can get this edge really good when you do your clear coat top, and it'll fill in. Okay. And there you have it. That's day one. We're gonna let this dry and cure 24 hours, and tomorrow we'll do the clear coat, and then that'll need to cure for 24 hours, and then we get to remove all of our plastic and paper, and it'll look really cool. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is part one, DIY your own countertop on a budget.